So it's that crunch time of the season now where 2 games left to go. We need 2 victories to try and get ourselves Champions League football without winning the Euro Cup. And then after today's episode, we have the FA Cup and Euro Cup finals. Big 2 episodes coming up on the West Ham world. In a parallel universe, West Ham United decided that Slaven Bilic wasn't the right man to lead West Ham to glory at the London Stadium. Instead, they chose this man. Hi there, my name is Jano. What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of the West Ham World here today on my channel. My name is Jano, and for the first time in what seems like a while, it looks like we could have a successful season. Now I'm sure you'd be thinking West Ham top 6 for the last 5 years is good, but we want to achieve so much more with this club, so hopefully today we are about to have one of those epic episodes. So we're going to start off by looking at the table, because today's 2 games are in the Premier League. We have 2 games to play against Leicester and Chelsea, home and then away, and 2 wins would get us onto 81 points. At the moment, we are currently sitting 2 points behind Liverpool and 3 points behind Arsenal and Tottenham, 4 points behind Man United. They have all played a game more than us though. We could be on 78 points joint with Tottenham and Arsenal with a win against Leicester. Then we need to beat Chelsea away to make sure we have Champions League football without winning that Euro Cup final. There is no games to catch you up on because we've been playing every single game in front of you guys since, I believe, the Tottenham game. So we're on a great run of form. Look at that. Again, we haven't lost a game since we lost to Stoke in March. And if we don't count that game, the last game we lost was against the champions Manchester City on the 16th of January. So many greens, a couple of draws thrown in there, but somehow we still have not caught up with that leading pack. Today we're playing Leicester, and we played them 7 times before, and we have managed to beat them 4 times out of 7. I believe it's 1 draw and then 2 wins to Leicester. Leicester are a decent side in this league, 15th, they're not the best. They have the likes of Lingard though and Ings, so they've got some decent players. Wes Morgan's still there and Ben Chilwell, but this is really a game at the London Stadium that we should be winning. We are not going to risk changing our lineup at all. That is our strongest lineup. Unfortunately, Dennis Frolic is on international duty, I think. He might have come off of it actually. We'll have a look. Nope, still on international duty. Hamilton still has an injury. So we actually have Elliot Peacock coming in as our reserve goalkeeper. Jose Sarr coming in as our number 1 choice. But he is a decent keeper who we brought in to tutor some keepers. So hopefully he can do the job for us. But the rest of the lineup is Blind, Naid, then Donker, Keane, Oxford, Klaassen, Cook, Van der Beek, Evander and Luan. Now if we lose this game, that kind of tells us that we're going to be 6th. Maybe we can grab 5th with a loss here, but we really, really need to be getting a win here. Champions League football will allow us to attract the kind of players that we need to get to make a run for the Premier League title next season. Okay, and we are kicking off, and I think I've said this every single episode, but I am nervous as I move the camera because I don't feel like I'm central, but I'm probably going to end up all over the place in this episode. Playing a 4-4-2 at Leicester, the usual formation. Danny Ings is actually quite a good acquisition in my mind. Danny Ings can be a very good, lethal striker. Keane wins the header there, so we have picked up the ball. That's the end of the first highlight, the kick-off highlight. Now here we go, we're on the attack. Luan coming forward, goes past his marker, runs forward, gets tackled by Hendrick. So Hendrick now has the ball, is getting pressed by Luan. Evander has it to Cook, to Klaassen. Klaassen shoots from distance, low drive into the bottom corner, bottom left corner, 1-0 up. That is vitally important. For some reason the league table is not showing, so put that back down. Leicester formation, they're still on a 4-4-2. Great drive there by Davy Klaassen, who's, my whole midfield has really come into form recently, really gelled. Not liking how many of our shots are from distance, but we are 1-0 up. However, Ings gets it to Fassi Firi. It looks like Leicester are on the counter now. In fact, I may even drop to control. We are 1-0 up. Cook wins that ball though, gets possession. Van der Beek now has it, plays it forward to Luan. Luan runs forward. Leicester look quite deep formation wise. Evander is now running forward at their defence. Shoots from distance, straight into the hands of Lewis. Definitely look like they are keeping a deep defensive line on Leicester City. So I may even drop it to standard. Hopefully pull them out of defence a bit, as Luan now has the ball in the centre. Runs past his man, shoots from distance again. Lewis with the save. 7 shots out of 9 have been from distance. So we're going to go into instructions and we're going to... No, we'll leave it. We'll stay on standard. Oxford plays it out wide to Cook. Cook into Van der Beek. Van der Beek inside to Van der, shoots, and the shot is blocked by Danny Ings. We are really dominating chances wise. Leicester haven't had a chance or a little sniff at our goal yet. Cook with the cross into the box. Then Donker to Keane. Keane with a header into the top right corner. 2-0 up. We're starting to feel very comfortable now. In fact, we will even drop it to counter. Although Leicester might now push to try and get some goals, but we don't have to take the risks anymore. And if they do stay defensive, maybe they're worried about their goal difference. Hopefully we'll draw them out by not pressing them back so much. But 2-0 is a good... Oh, here we go. Crossed by Lingard. Well claimed by Jose Sarr. Jose Sarr, you can play it to either wing back. Plays it out to Blind, who's been incredible this season. Considering he was a free transfer. Actually, no, I paid for him, but I didn't pay much for him. But considering I only really bought him to tutor people as a like an experienced hand, he's definitely done the job for us at left back. Alright, it's into Van der Beek, to Klaassen. Klaassen can play it to Van der. If that was just a through ball, Van der could have been through, but Nai now into Cook. Nai's also been really good at right back. Through to Klaassen, what a ball. Klaassen shoots, Lewis with the save. We're definitely dominating this game. We shouldn't really lose it from this kind of position with this much dominance. Cook crosses it in, headed out by Lingard for another corner. This time it looks like Van der is going to take it. Van der into the box. Lewis claims it calmly. Oh, we now have a Lingard free kick at the edge of the area. Was Jose Sarr get his hand to that? No, headed over the bar by the Leicester player. That is their first chance on goal, but it was a good chance. Ideally, we don't want to let them even get a goal to get back into this game. Okay, second half, 45 minutes just to see this game out, boys. Alright, so we've got a free kick here. Van der plays it to Klaassen. Klaassen can play it back to Van der. Through ball. I thought he was going to try it, but Oxford to Van der Beek. Van der Beek to Van der to Van der Beek to Klaassen. Just playing it around nice and nice and calm. Cook, through ball. Wow, I've seen a couple of through balls, but not taking... Oh, Van der's gone through, and it is 3-0. Great through ball there by, I think, Lewis Cook. Finds a Van der running through their defence, splits their defence apart, and a Van der finds the bottom near corner. 3-0 now. Our goal difference should be improving. Up to 29. Now, there's no way we... Alright, it's better than Liverpool's, but there's no way we can catch Arsenal, Tottenham, or Man United's goal difference. Unfortunately, unless we absolutely went nuts in the rest of this game. But it puts us on equal points with these clubs here. London teams fighting for that third place. Alright, we're going to go substitutions. Anyone need a rest? The boys are looking pretty healthy, to be fair. Van der's lowest on 72, so he can come off for Muldoon, who has been a revelation for us this season, coming in as a youngster. We have Van der Beek and Lewis Cook. Van der Beek can come off for... Give Van Ginkel some more game time. And let's see out the rest of this game. Get the 3-0 win, and then we have a trip to Stamford Bridge, one of our London rivals, to try and win that Champs League place. I don't know who Arsenal and Tottenham have, or even Man United for that matter. Hopefully one of them has the other, so hopefully it's a Man United Tottenham game or an Arsenal Tottenham or something like that. I have no idea if you can hear that bike. If you can, I apologise, but someone's decided to start revving their bike right outside my window. Alright, Muldoon now is running through, gets tackled but keeps the ball, rides the tackle. Luan now has it, can play it back across to Van Ginkel. Van Ginkel shoots, and it's saved by Lewis. Not the best shot by Van Ginkel, who hasn't got the best finishing, unfortunately. However, we might be able to get a nice hefty sum for Van Ginkel, who hasn't really featured as much this season. Cook with an audacious volley there. Unfortunately, that goes over the bar as well. But yeah, we may look to sell some of our players because we should be able to get a decent price for Van Ginkel. They featured this season and they have played well when they featured, but they're not getting into that starting lineup. Kronovic looks like he's going to get a second yellow card. Not that it matters right now, as we're 3-0 up, so it's not like we have a game to chase here. And this should probably be the end highlight, but we still got 40 seconds left to play as Muldoon gets the ball, plays it to Klaassen, Klaassen to Luan, Luan back to Cook, just passing the ball around. It's not like we have to get forward that desperately. Out to Blind on the left, Blind back into Klaassen. We have a lot of Dutch players. Klaassen, Van Ginkel, Van der Beek, Blind. They've all done very well for us. It might be the type of football we play is very suited to the type of football that Dutch players get brought up learning. That could be the case. And there we go, full-time whistle, 3-0 victory against Leicester City. That should, I'm pretty sure that guarantees us Euro Cup at least next season as well. And table-wise, we are now in 5th. We now have to hope that Arsenal, Spurs or Man United drop some points in the next game and that we win, because Liverpool can still jump above us. So what we're going to do before we continue is we're going to have a look at the Premier League schedule. Fixtures, that'll do. Alright, so last day of the season, we are playing Chelsea. Man United are playing Leicester. Liverpool are playing Sunderland, who are 8th, so that's not an easy game for them. Arsenal are away, but they're away to bottom of the table Wolves. And Spurs are at home, but they're playing West Brom, who will want to win because it looks like they're in trouble. West Brom could still go down, so they need to win. But isn't the best couple of games that I was hoping these other teams would have, so we may have to get Champions League football through beating Man City, top of the table Man City in the Euro Cup. Okay guys, so it's a bit late in the day because I had to go and see my wife off. She's going Devon to see some friends that have moved away from London, so I had to go with my daughter to see my wife off as she goes to go and have a nice night out. Put the daughter to bed. Now we're back to Football Manager and we are back to this Chelsea game where we need a victory to get to 81 points and then hope one of the 3 clubs above us do not get more than 81 points, and that way we can have Champions League football without worrying about the game against Manchester City. We are playing Chelsea, who are currently in 7th place, can't really catch anyone, can't be overtaken, they're just in no man's land in that 7th place. European football is probably on their way, but they don't have Champions League football as a possibility. They do have one of the best players in the league at the moment, which is Lukaku, but our record against them is pretty stellar. Okay, so we're going into the game with what we consider our strongest lineup, so we're not going to change anything. Unfortunately, Jose Sarr is still in goal, which isn't ideal for us, but hopefully Jose Sarr doesn't have much to do and we just romp to victory here and win ourselves a Champions League spot. Alright, so we're going to start off on counter because we are away in this game, so we want to start the game off conservatively. We don't want to concede early on. Hopefully counter will make us very calm and composed on the ball, not make us take silly risks and lose the ball in a bad position and concede to this Chelsea side, who are a very good Chelsea side. I know they are well off the pace of the rest of the pack, but they're still a good side with some great players. Lukaku has been on fire this season, so we need to make sure we don't make any silly mistakes that could cost us, although it is counter inviting too much pressure on us. Alright, Oxford has won the ball there. Just don't do anything stupid. Don't lose it in a stupid place. Sarr, you can play it to the wing. Oh dear, Sarr. Oh dear, Lukaku. How did Lukaku mess that up? Wow, Sarr. What on earth was that pass? Clearly, Sarr is not the best sweeper keeper in the world. Okay, Luan now coming forward with the ball. Finds Van der. Van der coming forward. If he plays the ball at the right time, Cook can be through. Cook hits the post. Are you kidding? Put that away, Cook. You need to put that one away. Cook, you've been a hero this season, and now you've let the side down. Really, really should have made something from that chance there. Cook through on goal, but hits the post. Going in at half time, it is 0-0. I've upped the temp. I've upped the mentality to standard as we try and push forward for a goal here. Time is ticking away and nothing is happening. So we're going to tell them to get creative and then look to make our around the 60 mark substitution. Luan, you can come off for Muldoon. Muldoon, I've given you lots of chances to be a hero. Here's another one. And Oxford, you know, he's starting to look a bit tired, so Hughes can come on and we'll swap him with Cook. In the other games, we are looking at Man United are winning, which isn't good. What's Spurs doing? Spurs are easily winning. Arsenal are currently drawing, so our hopes lie with Arsenal right now. If Arsenal don't win and we do, we should get Champions League football. But that means we need to score. I mean, we are dominating them chances-wise. Although it's a throw by Chelsea here. Oh, this looks like a Chelsea highlight, but Hughes has headed it out. Koulibaly. Come on, someone win that ball. Alright, Van der now has it. Could this be a very swift counter-attack? Van der Beek can play it inside. Alright, Nye to Hughes. Hughes to Cook. Cook, play it to Muldoon. Muldoon, you have so much space. Run into it. Don't get tackled. Alright, Keane's won the ball back though. Van der Beek to Muldoon. Muldoon back inside to Hughes. Hughes inside to Evander. Evander back to Hughes to Van der Beek to Muldoon. Muldoon to Cook. Cook forward to Evander. Evander shoots. Gets in. Okay, if Arsenal still are failing to score against Wolves, this could be the way we get into the Champions League without having to worry about that Euro Cup game. Great strike by Evander, edge of the box. Courtois should have done better. Courtois should have done a lot better. Maybe I slipped him a little £50 note. Hopefully Courtois doesn't need a £50 note that much that he'd throw a game. Alright, then Donker heads out. Brandt now coming forward. Brandt takes a shot from distance. It's hit the post. It's still in our box with Christensen. Brandt crosses to the back post. Oh my god, I thought that was in. I thought that was in. Okay, we just need to see this game out. 1-0 is fine. 1-0 is still a victory. 92nd minute, so that has to be the game for us. Tell me, oh, jog on. Jog on. When did Arsenal score twice in the last 10 minutes? I don't want to look at this table. 5th. On 81 points. Goal difference hurts us. If Arsenal just didn't score twice. Wolves held them right until the end with nothing to play for. Spurs just romped West Brom. And then Man United almost, looks like they almost lost their game as well. But we've done everything we could. And still, because of this massive gap in quality from the top 6, down to even Chelsea, who are literally 11 points behind 6th place. But then 10 points behind. Now we have to rely on the Euro Cup to get ourselves Champions League football. We have to beat Manchester City, the champions of the Premier League, to get Euro Cup. It's all on the line in the next episode, so you need to make sure you come back for that episode. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit that like button. Also, make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I've been JNO, you guys have been awesome, and remember, do not miss the next episode of the West Ham World.